You've embraced hard work and you achieved success. When it comes to your financial future, there's no leaving it to chance, but there is a lot to consider. Estate tax, market volatility, income tax, Social Security, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm Southwest Florida's financial planner, Alfie Townsend, and protecting and growing your nest egg is my business. Coming up on today's show,
turning savings into income, advice on selecting an advisor, do-it-yourself investing, and much more.
Welcome to Saving the Investor with certified financial planner, investment advisor, and insurance professional Alfie Townsend, president of Advantage Retirement Group. Alfie is a published author, radio show host, speaker, and industry leader.
why do you use an annuity? A lot of people use it for the wrong thing.
He works with retirees and pre-retirees to build and protect their nest egg and offers his experience to help those concerned about financial independence in retirement. If you've got questions about retirement, Saving the Investor starts now.
I'm Craig Wolf here with certified financial planner Alfie Townsend. Alfie, how are you?
Good.
We're going to talk about turning savings into income. When you're putting money in, you can be wrong and it's not necessarily the end of the world, but when you're taking your money out, that's when you want to be right.
The thing about it is when you're taking money out, that's the hard part, because we have, if the stock market was an even 5%, 6% every year, it would be very easy to do income planning. But to get that 5 or 6%, Craig, you're going to get 8 and 10% some years. You're going to lose 10% some years. So it averages out 5, but that doesn't mean it's a constant 5.
Right.
And that's why income planning is so important, and where to take the income. So when the market does start to go down, you want to be able to take income from different sources. It might be from the bond side, because that didn't go down, or even an annuity at that point, where we have an annuity that will create an income for them down the road.
Annuity, the word annuity comes up a lot when in conversations like this, but a lot of people don't really know what an annuity is. Can you explain what it is?
Yeah, so you have different types of annuities. You have immediate annuity, variable annuity, fixed index annuity. We like to use the fixed index annuities. They're very low in fees, but what they do is it creates your own pension. So it grows at 6 or 7% to determine what your income is. So down the road, you're creating your own pension. We talk about pensions, so the annuity will create a monthly income for you for the rest of your life, maybe your spouse's life also, depending on how we set it up. But the cash flow is usually between 5 and 6%. So if we can generate 5 or 6% guaranteed, then the other money that's in the market, if it goes up and down, we're not so dependent on that where you can get in trouble.
Right, and you mentioned the hidden fees and annuity. We'll be talking about that, I'm sure, on another show, but
yes.
They can be expensive, right?
They can be very expensive. The ones that we use would not, would have very limited fees on that. This is variable annuities that they're talking about with that.
Right, and some people think that their 401k is going to provide a revenue stream for the duration of their retirement. That's not the case, is it?
So, the 401k and IRAs are really the old pensions. The companies used to take that money and make it their own annuity, make their own pension out of it for their employees. And now it's the opposite. It's you're responsible to create your income, and you have to take that money that you work for and make it work for you. And it's a very complicated task, because your interest rates are low and the markets do go up and down. So you have to make sure that you're doing it properly, and that's what we will give you a complete income plan, with our company.
All right, turning savings into income. Good information from certified financial planner Alfie Townsend. Thank you. He's been doing this for a long time, and he can help. Call Alfie at 239-747-1080. Again, that is 239-747-1080. Let him give you a hand.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
All you have to do is turn on the news to see that we live in a world that seems to be in constant turmoil. And what world affairs can unleash in the financial markets is enough to keep you awake at night. It makes you wonder how safe your investments are, and has you asking yourself, what can you do to protect your hard-earned nest egg in an uncertain world? Well, we've got some help. with our latest workshop. It's called How World Affairs Impact Your Financial Affairs. It's full of plain-spoken, to-the-point information and how to get a handle on your retirement savings, maintaining a firm grip, and growing it going forward. It comes straight from the man who's been helping people just like you for more than 30 years. Certified financial planner, radio talk show host, and TV personality, Alfie Townsend. Plus, we hold the workshop at one of the best restaurants in the world, and dinner is on us. Join us at Roost Chris Steakhouse, but you need to act quickly because seating is limited. Call 239-747-1080. If you've never attended our workshop and have saved $500,000 or more, nail down your spot right now by calling 239-747-1080. That's 239-747-1080. Don't wait. Seating is very limited.
This is a story that, it's sort of hard to tell because this was early in my career and this was in Maryland. And I had a client and he called me and said his wife was dying and they would like me to come to their house because hospice was there and she only had a few days to live. And she wanted to see me. And so I felt honored to get that call. So I get the call, I drove to their house. It was in Hagerstown, Maryland. And I remember walking in the house and the daughter was there, family members were there, friends were there, and we gathered around, Claire, and she was in bed. She was coherent. She was, talking to me and thanked me for coming and, thanked me for helping her and her husband with the retirement plan that we put together. But most of all, it was just, she wanted closure on that. And so it was an honor to be there. And so I remember when I left, that I'm thinking to myself on that long drive home that it's nice to have clients that really care enough about me to call on their last days of life. So, but something strange happened about 2 months after that. I get a call from her husband, my client, Bill, and Bill says, Alfie, I want to change my beneficiaries on my life insurance policies. I said, well, they're already set up. Claire was your beneficiary, and then your contingent beneficiary is your daughter. Well, I want to change it from my daughter to this person. I never heard of this person. I said, well, who is this? Well, she's a friend of mine. And I said, so you want to pass your daughter up and put it into this friend I know nothing about? And I said, does your daughter know what you're doing? No, it's none of her business. He said, I want to change it to this person. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, Bill, I really don't agree with this. And I said, you're going to have to call the company directly because I'm not going to do it for you. And he hung up on me. And obviously, it went from being a fantastic client to this. If I look back on it now, 20-something years later, what would I have done different? I would have made sure that they had their wills, their trusts, and it would have been a lot harder to change. This was just a beneficiary on a life insurance policy, but it is so important to get all your affairs in order. And this is what we do now. We call it the holistic retirement plan, because we're going to look at everything and make sure that your wishes are your wishes when you're no longer here. And that could be a trust. It can be your wills, and make sure you have all your legal documents set up. But that's the story I wanted to share, just because it still tugs at my heart from that call that I got. So. Hopefully you're in a better situation than they were. Thank you.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
You have built a nest egg from your years of hard work, and now you're retired or you're about to be. What are your plans for those hard-earned dollars? Putting money away is one thing, but you need a holistic strategy for many different reasons. Whether it's reducing taxes, generating income, Minimizing risk or maximizing Social Security, what counts is what you do with your money. And that's where our retirement simulator can help. Let us give you, at no charge and with no obligation, a look inside your portfolio to see what is really going on. Our retirement simulator will put your financial plan through a strenuous test to identify any weaknesses that we need to address. What we show you may well surprise you, and what you find out could save you big time. Give certified financial planner Alfie Townsend a call. For more than 3 decades, he has been helping people just like you. If you have saved $500,000 or more, call Alfie at 239-747-1080. What you learn from our retirement simulator could end up adding more to your retirement than you ever imagined. Call Alfie at 239-747-1080. You've got nothing to lose and maybe a whole lot to gain. I'm here with Denny. Denny, what's your question for Alfie?
Alfie, we want to know how financial advisors get paid.
Denny, financial advisors get paid in a couple different ways. As a certified financial planner, I can charge a fee for putting our plan together. I choose not to. I get paid on a fee based on the assets that we're managing. Now, some advisors get paid putting you in A share, B share, C shares, where they get paid that commission from the mutual fund company. We choose not to do that because those funds are very expensive. We want to be transparent. We want to show you on your statement what we get paid, and you want us to get paid, because if I got paid by commission, and if I were to call you up and saying, hey, Denny, we're going to make some changes in your account, you're going to think, hey, is it for my best interest or his best interest? Because every time we make a change, you would see this big commission on there. So you don't want to have a fee like that. You want to have based on the amount that we're managing is how we get paid. And it is, like I said, very transparent, and you will see it on your statement each and every month. And you'll see as your accounts are growing, our goal is to make you money. And when we do make changes, it's for your best interest, not ours.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters. We all have a picture of our perfect retirement, but how do we get there? At Advantage Retirement Group, helping you get there is our business. We're passionate about getting to know you, learning your hopes and dreams. Why? So we can work with you to achieve them. How? By maximizing the money you've saved, minimizing the dollars you pay in taxes and the risk you are exposed to, and creating a retirement income plan that ensures your savings lasts a lifetime. We're thankful to work with so many wonderful people, and we'd love to work with you too. Call Advantage Retirement Group today for your no-cost, no-obligation evaluation, 239-747-1080. Your retirement is too important to put off. Call now, 239-747-1080.
There must be thousands of books out there on investing. Unfortunately, most involve a large investment of your time, not to mention all the technical language and puzzling explanations. Well, let me tell you about Alfie Townsend, a certified financial planner, radio talk show host, author, and TV personality. He's been helping people like you for more than 30 years, and his latest book is called Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway. It is a completely different take on getting you the key knowledge needed to make the right decisions and implementing the right strategies to maximize your retirement dollars. It's full of actual stories about real people, showing what they've done wrong and what they've done right. And on top of all of that, it won't cost you 1 red cent if you're one of the first 10 people to call our show today. Our phone number is 239-747-1080. If you save for retirement, give us a jingle right now. You'll get, for absolutely free, a plain spoken read that highlights the building blocks of investing without sounding like a college textbook. Call 239-747-1080. 239-747-1080 right now to get the book Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway. It's on us, so what do you have to lose? Call 239-747-1080.
Thank you for joining us for another segment of Team Talk. I'm Mary Thompson in studio with Alfie Townsend, our founder and president of Advantage Retirement Group. And Alfie, I know you told me a story one time not too long ago about doing it yourself. And I know we have sometimes people come into our office and they feel comfortable doing it themselves, doing all their investments, but you had a fun experience with trying to do something yourself that was out of your...
I'll talk about that.
Tell us.
We had a running toilet that was in our bathroom, in the master bathroom, and it was, so I took the top off and I looked down at it and I said, put my hand down there and I tried to tighten things up, and nothing was really working. So I sat down and I said, okay, I think I know what's wrong with it. So I started taking the the gizmos off. And as I did, when I put the top back on it, it slipped out of my hands and it broke the whole thing. And of course, it cost me $1,000. And I could have called a plumber in there and fixed it for, let's say, $120, parts and all, service costs. So there's some things that I do like to tinker around things. I know what my capability is to fix things, and then I know what I have to leave out. When it comes to finances, I think it's one of the most important things you need to give to a professional, because there's so many things that are out there. There's so many different categories. The pricing that we're able to get than a do-it-yourselfer. We talked about on our shows many times about institutional pricing.
Right.
The fund managers that we use, they manage for Apple, Google, Amazon, Facebook. University of Virginia, I should say University of Ohio, the state of Virginia. So these are people that you would never ever have access to, but we're able to have access to it. So the pricing that we're saving you on the funds and the growth that you're making pays for us and then some. So it's important. So I understand about do-it-yourselfers. We had a couple that came in just a couple weeks back, and they're coming in for their second appointment because what happened with them, he did very, very good as an investor. They did very, very well. So they wanted their portfolio analyzed. And I said, look, you've done very well. I said, why do you want to come in? And he said, well, I want to get my stuff analyzed, like you said, have that retirement simulator. And I said, okay, we'll do that. And I said, why did you come in? To his wife. And she says, he has done very well all these years. We've been married for many, many years, but it's been every day. We talk about it every day that he's going to teach me what he's doing. Every day goes by that, something comes up and nothing ever gets done all these years. And I know it's not going to get done. And there's a possibility that he will pass before me. And I want to know what's going on, and I don't want to have to mess with this. That's why we're here. And that was the reason why they ended up coming to us to use our services.
That's right. So great illustration there, Alfie, on how sometimes doing it yourself does not work out to your advantage. And that's why you want to work with a professional such as yourself. So if you'd like to talk to Alfie about your personal financial situation, make sure that your house is in order, give us a call.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Let's say you stowed away enough of your hard-earned dollars to retire comfortably. It's one thing to pay your fair share of taxes. It's the patriotic thing to do. It's altogether different when you pay more than you have to. Whether it's your 401k, IRA, or some other retirement account, taxes play a key role in your investment strategy. And if you don't play your cards right, it could have a significant effect on your retirement lifestyle. So you've got to have a strategy for minimizing your taxes that legally saves you more money than you probably ever imagined every single year. If you've saved enough money for retirement, call Alfie Townsend at 239-747-1080. That's 239-747-1080. And we'll show you how to make sure you don't squander your hard-earned retirement. Call 239-747-1080. What you learn could save you thousands and thousands of dollars. Call 239-747-1080.
Alfie, you get all kinds of questions from people from all over the country.
Yeah.
And we're going to cover a couple in particular right now. And I've been curious in the years that I've known you, when people come to see you for the first time, do they usually already have a financial advisor?
Typically, I would say close to that 80% range they do. 80% of the time they do have an advisor. They might have one from up north. They might have had one for many, many years. But a lot of times they're coming to us because they feel they have outgrown their advisor. That means they're in a different phase of their life, or it's a whole different, they're moving from up north to here and they want someone that they can see face to face.
Or they're unhappy with their advisor.
Or they could be very unhappy with their advisor. Or the other thing, I should say this, that's a good question, is they're coming to us to check on their advisor, see, hey, how are they doing? And that's when we do the retirement simulator, and we're going to put their plan. I always talk about, my client that's a world-renowned doctor and an orthopedic surgeon. When I was going through my surgery not too long ago for my back, he looked at my MRI before I went to my neurosurgeon. So he told me what to expect. And sure enough, when I went to my neurosurgeon, I went there with confidence because he just verified what my client said. And that's what you're doing when you see another. When you come to see me, even if you have an advisor, it's okay if you have an advisor. We're just verifying and to make sure that validation is what we call it.
It's a good analogy. There's lots of financial terms that are technical. There are some everyday terms that also apply to your finances, and two of them are accumulation and harvest. Can you talk about what those are and how they fit together?
Yeah, and they're not, if you think of accumulation, harvesting, that's what we say it, and that's sort of, it's not really financial terms if you were to call it financial terms, but
right.
Accumulation is the financial term because when you're working, Craig, you're accumulating your wealth, and maybe through 401ks, IRAs. So you're accumulating it, by putting in money every week, every biweekly into your account, which is your 401ks, your IRAs, your 403bs. But then what happens, you come to a second part of your life, which is called retirement. And that's called the harvesting phase, the taking income phase. You got to start creating your own paycheck as you stop working. So that's the hard part that a lot of advisors have problems with.
One thing also that makes this market different than others around the country is we are a destination. We're a warm weather market. Thus, we have lots of seasonal residents. And I do notice, beginning maybe in October, and as you get through the fall and the winter, you start seeing more advertisements for workshops. You start seeing more TV commercials. I'm sure that is a factor in your business.
Yeah, so what happens is snowbirds, when they come down, a lot of times these advisors that are up north, they're going to come down and try to get a piece of the pie of this market. But the problem with that is that they're not here full time. They're only here for 2 to 3 months. And then they're grabbing as many clients as they can. Then they go back up north and they're not here full time. I always say is you want an advisor that's here year round because there's going to be different. You want an office that you can come to. You want a beneficiary change. You need money out of your account. Just different, servicing things. Face to face. You want to be face to face with your advisor, and a lot of times they're here just for a couple months and they go back with the snowbirds.
So local,
you want a local advisor 24/7. Right. Absolutely.
I hear a lot about institutional investing.
Yeah.
And I've really never stopped and thought, what exactly does that mean? Say versus retail, for example.
Yeah, so institutional, what everybody wants to have and be in is institutional. Institutional, Craig, it would be like if you're buying for a large, big party that you're putting on, would you go to Costco to buy all your stuff, or would you go to a Publix? Now, I love Publix, but when you're buying a bunch of stuff, you would go to Costco because that's more of a wholesaler. And that's what institutional is. You're buying it as if you had $1 million in each fund. If you have 10 funds, you would have to have $10 million to get the pricing that we can give for $500,000, $4 million, $2 million. So that's the thing. You're getting institutional pricing and not retail. Retail is really for people just starting out and they don't really have a lot of money saved. They're just starting. There's a place for retail and a place for institutional.
Okay. Alfie, thank you. If you'd like to talk more about those topics with Alfie, or if you have any other questions, just give him a call at the number on your screen.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters. We all have a picture of our perfect retirement, but how do we get there? At Advantage Retirement Group, helping you get there is our business. We're passionate about getting to know you, learning your hopes and dreams. Why? So we can work with you to achieve them. How? By maximizing the money you've saved, minimizing the dollars you pay in taxes and the risk you are exposed to, and creating a retirement income plan that ensures your savings lasts a lifetime. We're thankful to work with so many wonderful people, and we'd love to work with you too. Call Advantage Retirement Group today for your no-cost, no-obligation evaluation. 239-747-1080. Your retirement is too important to put off. Call now, 239-747-1080.
Retirement gives you long-awaited opportunities. You finally gain control over how you spend your time, but you also need control of your investments, of your hard-earned money. There are a lot of moving parts, and just saving over the years is only the first part. What about generating income, your Social Security, minimizing taxes, or managing risk? If you save for retirement, call us at 239-747-1080. Retirement can last more than 20 years, yet many people don't have enough money saved to get through 1 decade, let alone 2. Call us at 239-747-1080. Let us show you how to make your nest egg go the distance. That's 239-747-1080.
For over 100 years, Robin Stuckey has created beautiful living spaces that are truly unique. Whatever your lifestyle, our professional designers can easily help transform your home into your dream home. Plus, now we've made it simple to design your own personalized creations with infinite possibilities. We're uniquely yours. We're Robin Stuckey.
At Mondo Uomo, we specialize in remarkable clothing for the remarkable man. A brand that customers love and appreciate is St. Croix knits. Individually handcrafted and hand-finished in the United States, we guarantee the highest standards of quality and fit. Only the finest materials from around the world are used to create the very best sweater that you can buy. This is the cornerstone of the St. Croix collection. At Mondo Uomo, we offer you an exclusive selection of St. Croix specially created for our customers. Come see what enjoyable shopping is all about.